Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Monday to all. Appreciate you all being here. Welcome to Ecom and Beyond. We are alive and we're doing well this Monday morning.
Yep.
And of course, I got Pittsburgh with me this morning. Some of us say hellos to people that are here. We got Cajun Roots Reseller. He gets the Broski point / DDB point. Appreciate you being here. We got Sandollar. Good morning.
Hey, Ray.
No Money G. What up?
G-Unit.
I wish we had a little more time when we were in Ohio. We would have met up or did something.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Cajun Reseller, what is up?
Chris, what up, dude?
Eagle Hard Sales, what is going on?
How are you today?
I have an update for you. I'll talk to you after the show. Frankie, the tatted picker, what up?
What up, my man?
We have the Lone Star picker. What is going on? Good morning. Uncle B, he says, hey, strangers. Stranger? We ain't no strangers.
Stranger danger.
We have Reseller Man. What is going on? Appreciate you being here.
I would say in the sense of stranger danger, you probably are a stranger. Yeah, because you're like creepy and drive a van.
Drive a van?
Yeah, but I'm not creepy.
You could be very creepy. There is a combination of guy that is in the ministry that can be creepy. That can be creepy. Good morning to T's Flips. Thank you for being here. We have Storage Scavenger. What is up?
What's going on, man?
We have Cha-Cha in the house. We're going to be on her live tonight for an auction.
You know it.
We're going to jingle all the way to the auction. We have Kelly the Ecom on board.
We're going to dress Nate up like a little elf for the auction.
Wouldn't I be Santa? I got a beard. Come on, man.
No, you're going to be the elf.
Nah.
You're going to be like your Buddy the Elf 2.0.
No. Susie Woozy, what is going on? Appreciate you being here. We have Yellow Brick Road Reselling. Good morning, and what? I hate cliffhangers.
Sorry.
It will make the next video so much better.
Would it make you feel better if I told you that the end of the cliff is at the end of the show today?
Be able to see it soon. Promise.
But Nate has some good news.
Good news.
From what was beyond said trunk.
Simply Dana, what is going on? Thanks for hopping in on Saturday. No problem. Sorry we weren't in our natural habitat of the basement, but we wouldn't miss hanging out with you for the world.
Hells no.
We have Justin Jacobs. What is going on? Appreciate you being here. He says, waiting on that storage video. There is one version of it out. Next one is coming soon. Possibly even after the show.
Yep, 11:30. Boom. Premiere exclusive.
We have Kelsey Reseller.
And let's just say your boy fell into things head first.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. Totes my goats.
Uncle B said I would pay to see Nate in a Buddy Elf costume.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to like make people's dreams come true, Nate.
That would have to be a super custom order / awesome design would have to be made.
Yeah.
For that to happen, because your boy over here ain't little. It can't fit
Noreen's in the house. What's up, Noreen? You'll see Noreen and Conky in today's video.
Lone Star Picker said, how long were you two gone? So you saw Jeremy and George? Yes.
Yeah.
I was gone. I left my house at 5:30 in the morning on Saturday. I didn't get home till about 11 o'clock Saturday night. I went to work at 5 in the morning and then went straight to Anthony's house and then didn't get home till 11 o'clock. Oh, no, it was like 9:30 last night. So I really didn't even see my kids or my wife for 2 days. Hence why I'm in the doghouse today. So I guess going to Cleveland or I should say Ohio, the dog pound is real because I'm living in the dog pound.
Yeah, for sure.
Like literally.
Luckily, my wife hasn't been home all weekend either, so it hasn't been as big a problem for me.
Yeah, you got like zero heat. Well, you probably might have got some heat.
Well, she doesn't know about the back deck yet, so hopefully she ain't watching.
That'll be a great. You should video her expression of the shed and the back porch.
Yeah, she probably literally has no idea how much like stuff we literally had to do this weekend.
Should have been like, what?
Yeah, for sure.
Then Anthony would have hopped in the van like, I'm out of here. All right. We got Brian in the house. What is going on? One of my closer fellow friends. What is going on? Appreciate you being here. We got Conky's wife, Noreen. What is going on? It was really nice meeting you on Saturday.
Yep.
Definitely. Let's see. We got Brittany Brands in the house.
Fucking Brands.
You know it. She got them Vera Bradley brands coming there soon.
You know it.
We got Conky in the house. Great to see you, Conky. Awesome time yet again on Saturday. Really nice to meet you.
You guys are gonna see today that Conky is like a wealth of information. Like seriously, like I don't remember what Jeremy called him, like the concometer or something like that. But
Conky's conculation.
Conculation, that's it. But yeah, it was insane. Like literally everything we pulled out, like Conky, what do you think this is? And like it would just spit out like exactly what it is and like what it's pretty much worth. So it's pretty cool.
Cajun says he went to see my wife's reaction to telling her she couldn't go. She was super, super, super understanding, which was very I don't want to say rare, but like she was definitely chill with it. Like I explained to her kind of the situation of what was involved, like especially for the kids and the work and everything and the heat.
So, they'd have been out of it, man.
We would have been hearing the whole video would have been destroyed from hearing screams and cries and Freddy Krueger and I need something to drink and it would have been crazy.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Mel? Pennsylvania reseller in the house. Good to see you.
We got Mike flipping goodies. What is going on? Appreciate you being here.
Mike. Another Michael here. We got Thrifting Goomba.
We got Extreme Card Breaks. Good morning. Appreciate you being here. We have Paul Gate City Picker. What up, Paul? The Thrifting Goomba. What up? Appreciate you being here.
Reseller Man's asking, what time is the auction tonight?
I believe it's. Let me double check that for you.
It's been a little bit earlier. Could have sworn I saw a thumbnail saying it was later though, so I don't know.
Paul wants to know what's in the dang trunk. There's definitely junk in that trunk. And it could be from the good variety or the wrong variety, but you will see at the end of the premiere happening soon. I hate to do that to you, Paul, but you just gotta watch
it. Yeah, Cajun, I'll go grab a link for it. He wants a link for the auction. He says, "Do you have more plush, dude?" I have so much more plush. The plush show we had yesterday was literally just stuff that I picked up that day.
Dan says, "Good morning, Ecom and Beyond storage units." What up, Dan? We got Frank. What up, Frank? Good to see you.
Good morning, Frank.
We have What the Hell's in the house. It was super awesome hanging out with you guys, and I definitely appreciate everything you guys did for us with the units and everything. Just the
Major shout out to those guys. They went above and beyond in helping us, like straight up hauled away our trash, helped us unload the units and stuff, like really taught us a ton. So major shout out. You guys are the real deal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was lifesaver type stuff for us because we could have been there for multiple hours cleaning and cleaning just the junk and having to find somewhere to dump it. And oh man, that was huge. So I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with us on Saturday. That was huge.
Definitely.
KJ, what up?
What's up, KJ? Love them hearts.
Mel dropped a link for Chacha's channel. That's where we'll be at. We'll be at Chacha's tonight. I'm going to double check that time. So this way you guys definitely know what time. And we'll drop the link in the Ecom and Beyond group, which if you're not in that group, you should be. I'm going to drop that link. So you get all the notifications just in case YouTube doesn't want to give them out. Because you get exclusive stuff. You might even see some other stuff, or if you have questions, or if you just want to connect with us in an easier way, the Ecom group is where it's at. Chacha said 10 p.m., the third auction of the day. So actually be a little bit later. See, what the hell is even confirmed? There's definitely some junk in that trunk. You know it. That thing was heavy.
Hold my green screen. Go ahead, babies.
So it's actually really, really awesome. I'm really happy to be home, back in my natural habitat, which is a basement dweller.
Like for me, I've kind of enjoyed not being in the basement. And the fact that like I'm now sitting here and there's like a little bit of leak around my feet, I'm really this stupid green screen. I don't know what it is about Nala's fur, but every time his fur's in front of it, it sends it haywire.
Brittany, I will tell you it's definitely not empty. I'll tell you that much. That's all.
It definitely is not empty.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all we're going to say. You'll see it soon. There's not drunk in my bunk. But yeah, it was definitely a great experience, just doing something out of the ordinary, getting out of our comfort zone, because that's where you expand your horizons, you know what I mean, and be able to do different things, source differently. Which if you find a good locker, like what our locker really got, it was definitely a good one.
I will definitely say this: we haven't gone through the full contents of the second unit yet,
right?
But the first unit is killer good. Like you guys are going to see pretty much everything that's in it right after the show, including the trunk. And let's just say that Nate's already made us a little bit of money on it.
I've met someone that I knew from work after meeting Anthony last night to get a couple more things that were in the trunk. And we already turned and burned some of the stuff, which just getting rid of stuff that's the only way you can do storage units. If you can't get rid of stuff, flea markets, YouTube auctions, eBay, things of that nature, then you're going to get stuck with just stuff, and you're just going to have stockpiles of random stuff, or stuff that you just have money sitting in, and it's just not going to do you any good. You know what I mean? It's going to really hurt your potential of buying bigger units in the future, because you can use that money. Like if we bought, say, that first unit $50, and then say we make $1,000. I'm just saying, now we can go after bigger units, or put that money to a trailer, or that's how you expand and get to really be able to start doing that on a more of a regular basis or whatever. So good morning to JRKR 1964. Appreciate you being here. Reseller man says to turn out 61.25 was a bad move. You will see. shortly.
Mel's asking if I'm still planning to sell my video game systems. You know what? I'm still torn on that because like I really love Nintendo. The truth of the matter is I barely play any of the other systems there because if I want to play like cartridge-based games, I have a Retron. So literally I can just plug any cartridge in there and I don't have to hook something up and all that stuff. Plus a lot of like the newer stuff is backwards compatible. So like half of the systems I barely play. I just like being able to walk through like my dining room and see them on display. If that makes sense.
Honestly, my thought of like getting like that LeBron or whatever, I would almost want to wait and see what happens after the season.
See, my thing is I feel like it's going to go way up after the season because of Lakers having such a good chance to win the finals this year.
With the COVID and everything going on, and it being a really bang bang type of year, like especially the ending, you know, with them playing X amount of games and then going right into the playoffs.
Playoffs.
You know, maybe you know, because of maybe this would actually hurt their chances, possibly. But I think the cards are definitely higher in value than they were before. And I don't know if like after like everyone's seasons are over, they kind of settle and kind of go down a little bit. Because usually the off seasons are the best times to buy bigger cards or whatever. So I mean that's my kind of thing. Unless he's going to win a championship this year, a championship next year, I think his card is just on that. You know, that basically that you know, like money, what's it called, like inflation type of a rise. Unless this jumps off again, you know, with some type of huge success with championships.
You also got to factor this in too, Nate. His rookie card features Cleveland Cavaliers jersey. So the value is limitless.
So what you're saying is,
no.
If you guys watched the first video, it was so funny because the second we're going into Cleveland, or I keep saying Cleveland, but at second we're in Ohio, I'm like, smell that? I'm like, it smell like DDB, and literally like it smelled like fertilizer. So we went to that gas station and it was reeking because I guess there's a bunch of farmland right there, right at the border of PA and thing, and I guess the Duty Brown literally lives there. So Brittany Brand says, so what you're saying is everyday Nate is hustling. You know it.
He hustles a little bit.
I might know a few people that will buy the occasional item or three, you know.
Dan's asking if my wife likes to walk through the dining room and see them on display. No, she likes walking through the dining room and seeing like Disney stuff on display. But
there's definitely some Disney stuff on display, but honestly, I thought it was going to be like way more like, oh my goodness.
It used to be, dude. Like I have a lot of her Disney collection still in the basement from when we did the remodel.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of it. And plus, like you saw the stuff that we had stored out back. That's a good bit of it too.
Oh, okay.
So like literally what you see out might be 15% of what she actually had out.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have to come back for the
insane.
I might have to come back for the redeco and reassess my evaluation on the Disney. What up to Storage Auction Rookies? What is up? We definitely felt like some rookies on Saturday. So
we were definitely some rookies on Saturday. But it worked out because I brought a steel chair with me, and people don't mess with large men with steel chairs. So.
First, I'm like, why is he carrying a steel chair around? Is he gonna like pummel somebody in Ohio if someone tries to bid against us or something? And there's that like a defense item because he's a wrestler, and he's like, no, dude, like between auctions, I'm just gonna sit down on a chair. I'm like, that's actually a pretty good idea. A lot of people at the auction were like, smartest guy at the auction. He brought a chair. It was so hot. Oh man. JRKR says the Bucks will win the championship.
I'd be okay with that because I just invested in some Giannis rookie.
You know it. Seesaw Flips, what up? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, it was incredible though. Like every day he's snuggling. Are you a snuggler, Nate?
With my wife, of course.
Yeah, you little cuddler.
I had to snuggle with her last night because I was doing a super dog out.
She was gonna snuggle with your neck with her.
Right? I'd end up.
You're about to be like Bart Simpson.
I don't know.
It's gonna get that beard to cover your neck.
Right?
You can never find it.
But it's like Kevlar. It'd definitely be like Kevlar.
Got Sam in the house, Dapper Tiger. What's up, my friend?
He said, "What's in that trunk?" You know it's junk in that trunk. You'll see soon. We're gonna do the premiere after the show. Yeah,
I got sunburned too, Noreen. It was so hot. Yesterday was like super hot too.
And
inside the U-Haul, oh my god, it was so hot in there.
I got some color. You can't tell because of the light camera, but I'm actually
he's like he went from being like mayonnaise to like mayonnaise that was left outside without a lid.
Sweat like drip off my arm, which is like every 3 seconds. Like I felt the burn. Feel the burn.
Yeah, it was definitely puke hot, KJ. Like my mom's normally like the most chill person. Like she was getting like ragey with us. It was crazy. So we were unloading the U-Haul yesterday, and literally it's me, Nate, and 2 senior citizens. My mom and Ashley's grandma. So yeah, it was interesting to say the least.
Say good morning to Summers, my vaping / twisting. Appreciate you being here.
You know what? Morning, Summers.
Yeah, but it was definitely a great experience overall. Being able to hang out with Anthony is always fun. We got to meet Conky, What the Hells, and Rob. Rob was awesome. He split that with us, which, for what we got it for, it was a great deal. And, I was really happy with it. So,
Noreen, we filmed a little bit of unloading, but not a whole lot just because we were on a time crunch. Because we both committed to do an auction yesterday on YouTube. And by the time basically the auction was getting ready to start, like we were only not even halfway through with the truck yet. So we basically took like an hour break and did the auction. And then we went and finished. And it was getting late. Nate had to go make that money. So we didn't get a whole lot done. But I have so much more filming that can come out of these units. It's insane.
Plus, I have some stuff that I got come up on my channel that Jeremy and George handed off to me to check through. So it'll be some great content, some COD content. So
let's just say it's literally epic. Like they had these 2 huge totes, and the contents are like crazy good. So I'm excited to see what's in them.
Yeah, I'll be going through that today at some point for sure, just because I'm excited to go through them. Like I just cracked the top of the one tote, like when we first got it, because I had to look at it, and I'm like, "There's unopened product in here." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, it's good stuff, guys. It really is. Basically, like their treasures from X amount of time done through units.
Dan said, PSA, a camping chair is more comfortable and portable. That is true. It'd be a little bit lighter. But question is, can it hold?
You know what's funny? Like I am notorious for being like a serial killer of those chairs. Like if there is such a thing as being a serial murderer of like furniture, those chairs are like number 1 on my hit list.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can't tell you how many times I've fallen off of one of those in front of a customer at the flea market. Last time, well, no, time before last we were there, because last time we were there, I sat on my van. But time before that, I was in the middle of a transaction and I was going to give change to the customer. And I leaned over, and I guess it was too much weight for like this part of the chair. And literally, I went tumbling out, almost like was a bowling ball to the customer.
Good morning, Bluegrass Picker. Good morning, my friend.
Anthony, good to see you, man.
Conky says you wish you could have went to the Kent unit with us after lunch, but we had to get out of the sun. Yeah, I understand.
Don't blame you, man.
It was hot. We're under a time crunch, so we didn't get to go through too much of that stuff, but we're basically just hucking it up in the truck, throwing it up there and getting it out of there. But man, that was definitely a full day. 2 lockers, 1 day.
Yeah.
It was fun though. I didn't mind the driving. There was a lot of driving. Didn't mind it. I got to drive the truck back. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like driving like bulky big vehicles like that because I used to do that a lot from time to time. So it was fun. I'm just happy the van made it back and forth in a safe manner. My brakes might be a little rounded down, but
I'll tell you what, I feel like Biff Tannen is like literally hijacking the DeLorean right now, and he's trying to go back in the past and find out what's in that trunk. So I keep disappearing, man.
Dan said they sell big and tall camping chairs. Do they? I've never seen a big and tall camping chair.
Really?
I'm gonna have to do some investigation on that because I need one just for when I go to like different things. Because I definitely crush the occasional non-steel chair, that's for sure.
Dude, I've even broken steel chairs before. I'm pretty equal opportunity. Dude, I broke a chair in a church one time in the middle of service. So like it was like that part of church. Like if any of you guys have ever been to a church where like they basically greet you and say, okay, guys, why don't you shake like 5 people's hands or give somebody a high five or something like that. So it was like right after that part where everybody goes to sit back down, and they literally it was just like single chairs in this church. And I went to like plop back down and literally just like fell into like the hallway, or not the hallway, the aisle.
Let's say good morning to Paul Antonelli. Appreciate you being here, my friend.
Conky's like, now Biff, don't con me. Yeah, that's low-key one of my favorite movie franchises.
KJ said all the water parks are closed here, and that's why she bought a $500 water slide. That thing better be exclusively awesome for $500. We'll have to see you have to send me a picture of what it looks like.
KJ, did you see the gift I got in the mail the other day? It's epic. It may or may not be KJ's cousin.
Lone Picker says, please reserve any gas station cups, burnt rentals, memories, or body parts found. I have a water cash to negotiate. We'll keep on the lookout.
I got you, man. Let's just say we might have found some body parts. Legitimately might have found some body parts.
I'm gonna have to say there could be a great possibility that may or may not.
Isn't that crazy? We legitimately might have found some body parts. And not the kind that like are detachable, but the kind that like God put on you. What?
Reseller man wants to know how our new chairs are holding up. The ones where we bought the computer chairs.
The only problem I have with mine, and it's my fault that it happened. So the floor in my basement is like obviously old concrete. There's like a little bit of like a divot, and the one wheel got snagged in it several times and kept falling off. And now it doesn't want to stay on, but it's just because the wheel's busted from the divot in the floor. So it has nothing to do with the chair. The chair is actually like super durable and like really good. Just that I'm an idiot for not fixing my floor right.
Yeah, mine's holding up pretty good. For the no issues. And I use and sit on mine a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna just hang out here without Biff messing with me any further.
Do dead rods count?
Hmm.
I'm gonna go and say maybe, but nah.
I mean, that would count for animal body parts, but let's just. I was alluding to like people body parts. Dun, dun, dun.
What?
We might have your body parts.
Good morning, D. Appreciate you being here. Paul wants to know when we will get to see the rest of the video. We'll have a premiere today.
Yep, we have the first unit with the trunk that you guys saw us win yesterday. It premieres literally right after the show at 11:30. It's going to be awesome. Like you'll get to see Conky's Flippin' Adventures there with his wife Noreen. You'll get to see Second Sense. I don't know if you guys watched What the Hell's auction last night, but he's the auctioneer on their auction. So you'll get to see him. He's the guy that split the unit with us. And you'll get to see Jeremy and George too. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Not to mention, you'll get to see literally like all of the really cool stuff we found in the unit. And the nice thing about going when there's other experienced storage people there is they can tell you what you found, because there's so much stuff that me and Nate are like, is this trash? And like I still have one item that I set aside because I was like, Jeremy, is this trash? And he's like, your homework is to go home and figure out what that is. So it might be trash, but it also might be something awesome. So I don't know.
That is the one thing with doing storage units. Like it almost makes you a better for garage sales and everything, because the amount of research and the amount of different things that you're going to find, especially in older units, it's been sitting for longer. You know, you might have something that's like a $500 item, $200 item, $50 item, $5 item, priceless item, and you don't know it. And then you really probably discount it and just throw it away or scrap it or whatever. And then be like, you'll watch someone else's storage video and be like, wait a minute, did I just put that out on the curb last week? And that literally be like something that would have paid for your whole trip and helped you get to that gravy profit margin period a lot faster. So KJ sent me a picture of that $500 water slide. So I'm going to share that real quick because it is awesome. Look at that thing.
That thing is pretty sweet.
That is sweet. My kids would love that. Is that a cannon at the bottom? Does that really squirt out water? Or is that just for like?
I have never seen a water slide like that. That is epic. Okay, so would you, Kate? This is a question for KJ now. Would you call the police if you came out and saw me sliding down that thing?
No. The only reason why I would say yes is because chances are, if you went up the top of that slide, it was gonna just.
It probably would too.
You would crush the air out that thing just as much as I would have.
KJ's like, I'd already be there with you. That's awesome. Water slide posse.
KJ wants to know if we're gonna buy more units now.
I think so. Yeah. That was one thing we said, like on our way out to Ohio. We were like, okay, this is going to be something that we're either going to be addicted to and we're going to keep doing like forever, or it's going to be something that we're never going to ever want to do again.
Right.
And to be honest with you, there were moments yesterday where I was like, I don't ever want to do this again. But like now that like everything's like at least where it needs to be for now, you know, I feel like I'd probably do it again.
Just like hearing some of the stuff that Jeremy and George were like pointing out, like whenever we were like just looking at units and just watching other people buy them. Now I can take that and like kind of understand what units to buy, what not to buy, you know, just because of that. So like on live or online, you know, we can kind of profile better just by the experience we had on Saturday. That's why that was just so priceless for us and so awesome. So
definitely,
you know, the first unit was, you know, like it was for such a good price, and you know, the live auctions were a lot more fun too. Like I believe you can get a lot better deals in person than live. So we'll have to see about just going to more, you know, actual live auctions, because you know, like live to online you're going to pay more money 9 out of 10 times, because a lot of people don't want to have to waste part of a Saturday or wake up early on a Saturday to not even maybe get anything, especially when it's hot and like muggy and, you know, nasty outside. So go on the live one, especially right now, if it's something you want to do or have been doing, I think you get a lot better deals. So
Paul's asking, is it a lean or a non-lean unit? Honestly, I don't even know, Paul. I really don't. I don't really know the difference between them yet. I am that new into storage. Do you know, Nate?
I can't. I remember the terminology for it, but I can't remember. I think a lean means that basically, like, it's a unit that hasn't been touched since the person lost ownership of it or whatever. And that if they can still come in and pay for it and get it back. And a non-lean, I think, is like the manager specials. I think. Don't quote me. I'm just kind of remembering off the top of my head, but I think that's what that means. I'm pretty sure.
Good morning, Rachel. Appreciate you being here. Matt, what's up, dude? Good to see you, my friend. West Side. Gary's in the house. Good to see you, my friend.
What up, Gary?
Dude, Gary, we need to believe that this COVID's going away so I can come see you in March.
All right, awesome. Sandella said I got it right. Awesome. Yeah, that's kind of what they had a mixture of those at the first place. Well, at least we think so. We didn't ask, but from what everything kind of was spelling out from the ones that were on the outside, and then they had some on the inside, and they all kind of went together because there were certain things that just made sense that went to the other ones. So I believe like that was the storage owners stuff at the second part of the auction we went to, and there were like all stuff that they used sold or whatever. So but it was nothing we bid on. The last unit in that indoor was something, if I had a situation set up stone with my dad, I'd have grabbed it. There was definitely some money in there. There was a stainless steel sink and some different things like that. There was some Nintendo games, not a lot, but there was definitely a few. So it's awesome.
Yeah, just like Conky was saying, it started with there being 15 units to be auctioned off, and then once it started, they were like, "Oh, by the way, there's 31." So there ended up being even more.
Exactly. Yeah, that was awesome to hear. You know, whenever you go to an auction, you want to hear bigger numbers because it gives you the increased chance to win one. And towards the end, I think prices will kind of tell off because people are like, all right, I got my 3 units that they usually get or whatever. So, you know, it can tend to get cheaper along the way too. So
the crazy thing is we paid $52 for our unit. Plus we split it with Rob, second cents. And there were other units that weren't anywhere near as good as ours that were going for like between $100 and $200 like consistently. So like I was surprised, and even Jeremy was like, "Dude, I can't believe you got that for so cheap." Like especially with the going rate on pretty much all of the other units.
Right. Yeah, we snagged that for good price. I don't know if it was because that kid had to be inside our unit because it was busted, that door, and they couldn't see something, or maybe they just thought there was no value in there. But yeah, we definitely got a good one, especially for the price. Mama's in the house. She said, "Hi, boys. I'm shopping for soft food to eat. Happy Monday."
What up, Mama?
Good to see you, Mama. Hope you're
Mama.
doing awesome.
Let's just say there might be a little bit of a Mama cameo today too after the show.
What?
Little one.
Nikki T in the house.
What is up? You guys are in Tennessee. Are you doing the yard sale, Nikki? Isn't that the 127, or is that not yet? Or is that later on? Is that next month?
Rachel said everyone should go see my bake like video and be nice. If you want to share that in the Ecom group, Rachel,
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and drop it in there. So
I'll grab the link for you.
I got the Ecom. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it already up, like in my screen.
Cool.
Not in there, Rachel. There's a link if you want to join the Ecom group. Just drop the link in there. This way people can make sure to definitely watch it and check it out. Yeah, that's awesome that if that's where they're going to that big sale. I can't remember if that was this week or not. That's not until August, I think Cajun said. Yeah, not until August. They're taking a day trip. Are they card hunting? We find out y'all are optic card hunting. Right?
They're getting all the cards, guys. They don't just want Georgia's cards. They want Tennessee's cards. They want all the cards.
You see Rev going down, running around like that. He's like, there it is. I'll take all those. That's awesome. Jonathan in the house. Appreciate you being here, man.
Hey, appreciate it, Jonathan.
Cajun asked if we're going to go to that 127.
Okay, so it's the first Thursday through Sunday of August each year. So it's not yet.
I wouldn't mind.
I would love to go to that, man. Like, I would love to go to that. It really is just going to depend on. Honestly, I probably won't be able to because of my wife working basically 24/7 over the next 5 weeks, and then like basically my dog being sick and everything like that. So like somebody has to like always be with him, unless like I can get Ash's Graham to come stay with him.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun to go to that. Maybe that's where. Maybe
that's awesome.
Maybe I'll try that.
Normally the cards are like near the checkout at like Walmart or Target.
Paul dropped the link for 127 yard sale.
Yeah, that's like the world's biggest yard sale, from what I understand.
Yeah, it's like literally like basically like all through the heart of the United States, like from top to bottom.
Yeah, I watched a lot of videos from it last year from like Lonnie over Garage Flips and Cincinnati Picker, Tennessee Picker. All them guys did a ton of videos there.
Rachel, anything basketball is going to be a home run, basically, unless it's stickers. Don't buy the stickers. I mean, stickers can be good, but I just, for all intents and purposes, anything basketball, either year, either last year or this year, definitely buy. If you get any, let me know. I will buy some. Nikki says, I can't wait. They're going to hoping to meet OSP, OBX, Colton, and Courtney, plus Sean if he goes, and anybody else that may be there. That might be something I go venture out and do. Maybe bring the wife and kids. And
you going to be able to get that time off?
Well,
it's in like a couple weeks.
Well, I mean, like if I can leave Friday, use a day if I can call off, like literally call off for Sunday, like use an actual day and not, have to just take a write up. Then I can have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, and then I can try and tie it in with something like for the kids or something like that too. So
that's smart. Nikki T said they're going to be in Chattanooga and they're going to go north one day and then south the other day. That's awesome.
That's awesome, definitely. Rachel says that she'll look. No one ever looking at that when I'm there. Yeah, definitely. Always check cards at Target, Walmart. I don't think really anywhere else has kind of cards, but I mean anything basketball from this year and last year is going to be money in the bank.
Yep, that's for sure.
And if you can't sell them, I'll buy them. Because I wouldn't mind getting a few more Lucas fresh out of the pack or trays. That'd be awesome. Some of the other people that I've been picking up and talking about too, from one of my newer videos I dropped, the best sports cards to buy now. It's in my sports card playlist. If you are collecting cards, looking for cards, it shows kind of like some of the cheaper things or cheaper ones that you can buy that I believe are going to go up in value. So you don't have to buy like the LeBron rookies. It's not talking about that type of stuff. It's talking about like maybe this guy here, maybe even this guy. I love picking up like the cheaper like optic blue velocities I'll find online.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. Oh, 1 sec. I'm going to get up and stretch. I don't want you guys to see gut flap.
What? Oh, gut flap. All in the face. Rachel says, I won't be selling. I will send them to you guys. I will look. That'll be awesome, Rachel. I really appreciate that.
That'd be fantastic.
That would be huge. Like, I would definitely grab all those up. Yeah, if anyone ever buys any cards and somehow they're just not selling them on eBay, let me and Anthony know. I'm sure we'll grab them up. Some of the baseball ones don't really do too well. That's why I haven't really typically told anyone to pick up any of those, because those kind of go in and out like really quick at first, and then if you're last of the game, it's almost like some Amazon stuff sometimes. Like if you're first in, you're good. If you're last out, that's bad, because everyone else kind of is able to grab the inventory quickly. So on a non-storage unit,
sorry about that.
How's eBay been since you haven't really been touching it the last few days, and you've been gone?
eBay's been steady.
It's good.
eBay's been steady. I think a lot of it is good inventory. A lot of my crappy stuff I pulled for the flea market. So just having better inventory makes a big difference.
Goomba's asking, I'm still looking for score boxes. No. No.
Score is
DDB.
There we go.
I wasn't ready for it. Now the blasters aren't too bad, but they're just too much like base. Like you can I have a video that drops too, like, and it's not even like a guaranteed relic in each box too. So it's rough because there's no like refractors or anything shiny in all the boxes unless you get like a rare card, which I haven't gone in any of the blasters that I bought. So Gary asks, does anyone ever wake up and feel like they never went to bed? That's how I feel this morning. That's literally how my last 2 days have been. Like having woken up at 5 a.m. yesterday and then been gone all day, and then got home, took a shower, and literally like passed out into the show. It's been crazy.
So it's been confirmed, guys. as far as the status of Nate being Buddy the Elf or Santa Claus. Turns out he's Santa.
Ho, ho, ho.
He was right. I was wrong. I admit it. I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong. And it looks like I might be your reindeer. I'm a guide your sleigh tonight, Nate. See, where would you be without me, bro? Like, when it's foggy, you would not be able to deliver presents if it were not for me.
You'd be like, hey, Rudolph. Get the moving.
Pull my sleigh, burnt.
We got Blue Rhino Liquidations. What is up? Good to see you. Yeah, everyone's saying the scorecards are easy to find. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend opening unless you just wanted just open up cards. Like that's what I did. I think it's crazy is last year's score was good. Like I opened some of those boxes the other day. Those were good. They had some shiny inserts and all that. This year's,
it's really not a score. Would you say that's accurate, Nate?
yes, it's definitely not a score. Westside Gary says if that's true, Cajun. The FOMO is real, buddy. The fear of missing out.
It really is, though. You know what I mean? Like, because I get that way as well with a lot of things, especially as a reseller, because you never know when you're going to find a treasure. Like, for example, like the day we found all those video games at Goodwill, me and Nate were talking so much trash on our Goodwills that exact day, that morning. And the only reason I even went to Goodwill that day is because Ash's Graham really wanted to go. So I took her, and it was like, cha-ching. Matt, literally at 11:30, man, I have a premiere getting ready to drop, and you'll see the contents of the box and everything else that we found in that unit. It's going to be pretty epic. And I don't know if this is a spoiler alert or not, but I may have coaxed Jeremy out of retirement.
Maybe.
There might be an exclusive.
Blue Rhino says he thinks he'll be in Pittsburgh this Friday or next. I have to ask his girlfriend. I know we have to come over and finally get her FBI background and fingerprint done. That's awesome, man. Definitely let me know if you're going to be in town for like a couple, at least if you're in town for Friday, Saturday, let me know because I'll be off Saturday.
Oh, dang, that's right. KJ just said she's going to buy a pallet tomorrow. Goodwill's having the same sale. My van is packed so full right now. Like, literally, I don't even know that I'm going to fit in it to drive to the flea market, or else I would totally go and buy one.
Yeah.
And Nate's van's probably still just as full as well.
Well, I did move a nice chunk of stuff last night, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna buy any of that stuff. I mean, like, it would really have to be something to like kind of look through and seeing what the prices are too. Because, like, for example, if like you bought a legit pallet, like you'd have to either hand load that whole thing, you know, in your car, or buy U-Haul, which, you know, U-Hauls ain't cheap. We got a 10-footer for the you know, for the storage lockers and stuff, so they're not cheap. So I mean, you add that all together and see what you're gonna make afterwards.
Yeah. It probably would have been less if we weren't driving it so far too. You know what I mean? We were literally going from Kent, Ohio, all the way to Pittsburgh. You know.
Yeah, they put on the door like $19.99 for a day. It's like times what?
It's never $19.99. Like, anytime I've ever gotten one, it's always considerably more.
Yeah, we did drive it, you know, a good distance too.
It was totally worth it though. Like, literally, if for nothing else, like, literally, if we do nothing with what we got, it was worth it in the sense just that we got experience. Like, valuable experience. Like, the thing that's super cool, like being a newbie walking in on a storage thing, like people just like are so embracing. Like they were super chill, and like it was like a whole community of people, and everybody was helping each other. You know what I mean? Like, the crazy thing is like to help us unload it, like we had to rely on 2 senior citizens, but like at the storage thing, like literally everybody helps everybody. Like it was like the coolest thing. Like it was like, I don't, it blew me away. Like that was that for me, that was the highlight. Just seeing like how awesome people were together, because it reminds you that like there still are like really awesome people in this world, you know?
We got the flipping accountant in the house. What
Hey,
is up?
good morning, my man.
Occasion said he paid $46 for his U-Haul plus mileage. Plus mileage. So I don't know what that would come up for you, but I think it was for us altogether. It was like 170 or something. We did pay to get the little bit insurance. It was like the first insurance package too, because we were going so far too. And I don't know if Anthony thought he had to drive, or you know, just in case he was wrecked.
Dan, that is hilarious. He goes, senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose.
We got LSP in the house. What up, Craig?
Craig,
good to see you,
my friend.
Gary, are you doing an auction this weekend? The people want to know.
Everybody wants to know when the next West Side Gary auction is going to be.
The West Side exclusive. Flipping account says I'm in a training session for work, but I'm on break, so I wanted to hear how the storage unit auction went. It was a good time. A lot of work. Would we do it again? I would say yes.
Yeah.
You know, I think with what we learned and everything overall, like we'll even do possibly even better. But it's always a percentage thing of question. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to buy. Chances are you're not going to buy a unit where everything is shown. You know what I mean? A lot of times when you bid on what you see and you hope to get the huge score in the box, that kind of like what we did in that trunk video that we put out. And you never know what you're going to find. So I mean, overall for us, just seeing the cart that we got in there, that paid for the unit. But it's always a calculated thing, so
definitely agree.
But yeah, like Kate said, sometimes with the time involved and everything, sometimes you won't make money in units. You know what I mean? That's what the knowledge and the know-how comes in, and and we definitely learned a lot, and we definitely know, especially moving forward, what it takes, what's involved, the amount of work. So like when we're looking at units, like if a unit has a lot of big, tall, huge items in it, we're either going to hire help or definitely have a truck on the spot, because moving stuff can be troublesome sometimes, depending on what it is and who's there with you. So
definitely.
Then going through it, like what Storage Cabin says, is part of the fun. All it's the crapshoot, and you never know what you're going to find.
Yep, I'm definitely looking forward to that part.
Storage Cabin says, don't forget to go through all the paperwork and junk mail. Find $100 cash over the weekend. Only paid $5 for the unit.
That's awesome. Yeah. Dude, we were unloading the U-Haul. My mom was yelling at me, why are you keeping this trash? And I was like, you know how many YouTube videos I've watched of people finding cash in this stuff? I'm digging through there. Especially when I know one of them has checkbooks and stuff in it,
Yeah, I gave it a quick little look through, but, like he said, I might have missed something. You know what I mean? And it was a quick look through, and you never know.
Did you ruin my suspense, Nate?
What?
I don't want to know that these have been looked through. You just ruined it for me.
I said I might have looked through it.
Good thing you didn't tell me what's in there, or else I'd come over there and rip out your whiskers.
How many units did you go through before you actually made a bid? I think it was like second or third unit.
Yeah, it was the third unit, I think, that we saw.
But it was definitely one of
It
the
was actually like real time in succession. Like if you watched the video yesterday, like there was 2 units before it, and then we won one. So yeah, it was like actually just like real time, like footage leading up to what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Virginia, good to see you. Good morning.
Hello.
He was saying that her Goodwill is no longer taking donations right now. It's crazy. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of them overwhelmed. That's probably why they're doing all these pallets.
Well, I mean, I don't know if this happened at all the Goodwills around or what, but like mine, it didn't do its color coding day, where that's where they sell most of their stuff. People wait until like Sunday for the dollar day or whatever. And a lot of the inventory that I was seeing at the Goodwills was really, not great. Like Anthony found games, which, I don't know if that's an anomaly or what do you want to call it? But like around here, I never find anything worth like really looking at. So,
you know what I think it is? They're overwhelmed. They have so much crap. They're just throwing it out, because I know for a fact the one of the 2 Goodwills near me. Well, actually, I can tell you the story on both the Goodwills because I'm there so often. But the one Goodwill, the one that does the 50-cent plush, so that one has somebody working there that actually cherry picks stuff. Like as far as I know, like stash some of like the really high end stuff. And then the other Goodwill, one of their managers started comping stuff on eBay and pricing that way. So what my tactic is I just find I'm slipping on stuff that people think is trash. You know what I mean? Like I can't tell you how much money I've made on 50-cent plush. It's insane. You know what I mean? They finally stopped putting all their like Build-A-Bear and stuff like that out in there because they're realizing that I'm coming in there and buying the entire cart full of plush. So now they have like a separate section of like plush that's like actually like $3 and $4. Yeah. And then like all of like the Duty Brown ones now are like 50 cents because I think they realized I was going through and plundering all their good stuff.
Right. Or watching your videos.
Maybe.
Never know.
I'm so like when I'm in public filming, I'm so obvious with it, guys. Like I have like no shame in my game. But typically, if I'm at like a yard sale or somebody's house, I'll try to be a little more reserved, just out of respect. But yeah, for the most part, I for the most part, I'm pretty just open with it. That's why Goodwill. I don't even care who sees me. You know what I mean? Like I've had people walk up to me and be like, "You need to quit filming in here," and I'll be like, "Do you work here?" They'll be like, "No, but I don't want to be on your video." I said, "Okay, well." Too bad.
Well, I mean, legality wise, I guess.
I mean, technically in Pennsylvania, it's a 2-party consent state. So literally all I'd have to do is just edit the dude out.
Right.
So, and that's what I did do. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. The nice thing about Ohio, I just learned on Saturday, it's a 1-party consent state. So you have every legal right to film.
Later, flipping account. Have a good day.
Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping in. Virginia's asking how Mama is. She's still not feeling great. She said she was out trying to find some soft food to eat. She's been on the struggle bus this weekend. She's had to be taking painkillers and stuff like that to, deal with the pain. From what I understand, they took out several teeth.
Yeah.
And I guess they were like breaking apart, like they were difficult to extract. So, yeah, she was not feeling too good this weekend. So if you guys could keep Mom in your prayers.
Yeah, the Goodwill's prices have been high. And then, like I said, I don't know if they're sending everything to their online or what, but I mean, just from having the shop, during the pandemic, it seemed like a lot of the really, really good stuff was all going to the online, you know what I mean? So, and they were sending the type stuff, or the stuff they maybe doesn't do as well, they would send to the stores. I was hoping because they have so much stuff, they would just flood the stores too, which eventually flood the bins. But I don't know if it's actually just going straight to the bins, like the stuff that they, don't have time for, because I think like it's almost like this. It's like instead of them, going through it at the stores, it's almost like it goes straight to the bins, because the bins is where they pack and figure out what goes online and what doesn't or whatever, because that's locations where our bins is or whatever. That's one of the pickup locations where you can pick up stuff that you want. You can actually go to that location and say, don't ship it, I'll pick it up, and you could save money on the shipping. I don't know if they still charge a handling fee. I'm not sure, because I didn't have an opportunity to pick up anything yet, but yeah. Kelly says she's been bidding on my local high bid auctions right now, winning a lot of vintage cameras and flash bulbs. That's awesome. I was looking on there right towards the end of like the pandemic, and I was bidding on a couple things, but I didn't win anything yet. But that's always something that, if I'm on the struggle bus of sourcing and I have a bunch of money burning a hole in my pocket, I'll be definitely looking at that as a secondary market to source, because like the garage sales have been non-existent or not really worth going to, because of the community sales either not being publicized as much, or they're just not having them. And that's the only ones that I really go to, because for me to make it worth driving out, spending most of a day doing stuff like that, I need to make sure that I can at least hopefully get XYZ amount of locations or spots where I can make a decent amount of money, because just like the storage, it's a like a crapshoot. You never know what you may or may not find. Turtle Trader in the house.
What's
Good
up?
seeing ya.
Appreciate you being here.
Definitely. Hope all is well with you. One of the what's it called? One of the people that it's been a long time sub to the channel, so I really appreciate you coming in. I was thinking about you. I was like, man, where's Turtle at? I haven't seen you anywhere. So hope all is well. Eagle Heart says everything is gone through thoroughly before it hits the store. Our Goodwill, heck, even if it's smaller thrifts, are pricing at eBay levels. Yeah, it seems like everything's just it's starting to get priced out of the market for me, or it's just not really that great.
Definitely.
Joanna, what up? Good to see you.
What's going on?
Michelle,
Appreciate you being here.
what up? I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, but appreciate you being here. Flipping Goody says heading to a private showing, estate sale, first one in. That's awesome. Nothing better than being the first one in at a estate sale, because you get, you're the first person to have eyes on anything. You could just scoop up everything that's good, especially being a reseller. You should know good bit of what's worth what. So,
yep.
Best of luck to you, Mike. So what do you have planned for today?
Dude, my day is like always crazy, man. Monday and Tuesday are like literally the worst days for me, as far as like if anything needs to be done, it's like difficult. So after the show, obviously we're going to do the premiere, and it's going to be epic, and everybody's going to see what's inside of the trunk. And so I'm going to do that. And then I got to pack a hoop ton of orders that are going out, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't around all day Saturday, and basically all day Sunday I dealt with the truck unloading and all that stuff. So I haven't had a chance to pack any weekend orders, like anything that came in like post like Friday night. Nothing is packed. So I have a ton of stuff that is going out currently. So I'm going to do all that. And I got some running around to do. My wife has physical therapy today for her knee, so I'm going to take her there. And
is she home today?
Yeah, she's off today. Today's the first day she's been home since Thursday night. She's like literally been working like job to job to job. Luckily, the one job she's doing overnight now, she can sleep. Basically, she's just like on call in case the lady needs something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
My wife worked jobs like that too, and you're basically getting paid to sleep in a way.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool situation. But then if something gets you awoken in the middle of the night, it's usually a
I mean,
struggle.
she's still like exhausted. Like she stopped home a couple nights that she was gone in between shifts. So she gets done at the one job at 10:30, starts the other job at midnight. So she would drive a half hour home because like our house is kind of the middle point of the two places. So she'd drive a half hour home, hang out with me for like 20 to 30 minutes, and then head to the other job. You know, just so like we could see each other just a little bit.
Church said that they had surgery in March, doing better. No problem. I'm just happy you're doing well.
I'm glad that you're doing better.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing worse than having to go through something, especially during that period of time too.
Oh, God, yeah, it's horrible.
That was in the heat of all the Rona and all that stuff.
Yeah, that pandemic screwed up so many people, made so many things worse.
It made surgery even more, depending on the surgery, of course, even just a little more risky because you have, germs and a lot of that stuff. So it's probably a little bit of worrisome time, but I'm glad you're doing well.
Definitely.
Right, West Side. It's always good to see Turtle Trader. But yeah, I think today for me, I'm just gonna put my feet up and relax, kind of get myself back, back in the groove of things here, and just kind of chill out and get my mojo back. And because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 5 days straight of work coming up, and I think I have a new person working with me, and I may or may not have the same person that was working for me for the last 2 weeks still with me. So this person doesn't have the normal know-how of the job. So this could be a rough week. So hopefully, it goes well. But I have a feeling it's going to be struggle bus 2.0 for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But definitely, we'll be at Chacha's auction today.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, from what the thumbnail says, it starts at 10 p.m. Eastern.
She's gonna have auctions from 4 to 7 and 7 to 10, and then at 10 they're going to drop out and start another one, I believe. So you might even see us before then. So you just never know. But whenever we jump in, I'll definitely drop the link and stuff. But definitely check out Chacha's channel if you're looking for auctions all throughout the day, basically from 4 to question mark. Usually has jewelry, all types of stuff. You know what type of stuff we usually have: toys, Funkos.
Yep. Definitely plush. And I know that there's tons of plush lovers that come to Chacha's auction. I literally have bags and bags of plush. I'll probably have some clothing. Thinking about making a brand new clothing line. I'm not sure yet. There's still some, like, I haven't even processed anything from the unit yet. So most of the stuff you guys are going to see, like, I don't know that, I mean, Nate might have some of the unit stuff, but I don't know that I have any of the unit stuff to put up yet because I haven't processed it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look through what I have. The only thing I'm worried about is some of the things I have are shipping might be a little bit crazy. Yeah. That's the only thing. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see what I got in the trunk.
What, dude? Do you have the? I probably shouldn't even say what they are.
Oh yeah. I have those. I have that and the other thing too. I just remembered. So I might have some.
Because that one thing, like even Ponky says in the video, would be great for a YouTube auction.
Yeah,
Ponky says it.
Conky's calculations sometimes are just the starting point of what they're really worth. So we'll see.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you may or may not see that stuff today. So we'll leave the suspense of what I'm talking about, of what we found. So you guys should see in the video, I believe, today what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it'll definitely be coming up here in about 15 minutes. You guys will see it. I'll say it in the chat too. So if you guys want to all pop over at 11:30 and watch the premiere, me and Nate and Conky and Second Sense and What the Hales all going through this epic storage unit. Oh my God, Michael, I love that Elias, man. That thing was so epic. I literally was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get KJ to get this thing John Hancocked for me. You know what I might do? I might have KJ too. Because that makes it more valuable to me. Because that's something that'll like literally stay in my collection. That's like something I will cherish. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get like Elias on one side, KJ on the other. It's gonna be awesome.
Lone Star said researching time. Yeah, it'll be a good video. But yeah, definitely, I should definitely probably bring that out tonight. We'll see.
You know what I'm thinking too, Nate. Like, if you guys see anything, and you can correct me if this is if you don't think that we should do this, but I think it'd be a cool thing to do. If you guys see stuff in any of these units that we're getting when we're going through it and stuff that you guys like, or you'd like to source, and you're near Pittsburgh, or you can get to Pittsburgh, we'd be willing to, cut deals and like help you guys get some decent stuff to, flip and make money on.
Yeah, definitely.
We have like literally tons of it now. Legit. So we'll definitely be bringing some of it. Well, I mean, Nate maybe bring some of it to Cha-Cha's tonight because he has a good bit of what was in the unit that you're going to see today in his vehicle or at his house somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, it's still in the van. Full transparency. Full transparency.
I don't blame you there, dude.
Yeah, after I got in last night, like just pulling the stuff out that I got rid of last night, that was a little bit of a pain just because it was heavy. So the muscles are starting to give out.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, it's horrible, ain't it?
It was more the cramping variety versus like the soreness. Like I'm a little bit sore in like my like triceps and stuff, but I mean that is normal from just the amount of lifting and stuff.
Well, I mean, we were probably like super dehydrated too. I mean, even though we had waters and stuff, like it was so hot.
I was chugging water and Gatorade, and like the worst thing I did was I bought Monsters.
Live auction from Nate's van. Dude,
right?
Okay, so here's something that we've been talking about, and I want to connect with Gary about this because I don't want to overlap one of his auctions. But me and Nate are thinking about doing a live yard sale at my house, and like with multiple like cameras set up, so that way like you guys could literally be at the yard sale the entire time. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, like literally, as I was drinking water, I felt it like dripping off my back, like literally pouring out. Like it was almost like you're filling up something and it was overfilling. Yeah, like overfilling. It's basically how it was like that day. What's up, Christina Moore? Good to see you. I'm excited for you guys to see this this video coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and like literally, guys. Wait till you see the intro, like, because only me is what I'm gonna say. Only me. And the funny part is that happened like throughout the day multiple times.
Only you.
It is gonna be epic, though. I'm looking forward to it.
The question of the day for you guys is what's in the trunk going to be? Or
so let's put a 1 in the chat if you think we're gonna find some golden DDB. Put a 2 in the chat if you think the only gold we're gonna see in the DDB is corn. We got 2 1s. Conky says, I saw, I can't answer. Or can I answer?
No, Conky.
Reseller man dropped a deuce. Gary dropped a 1. Joanna 1.
Simply Dan says we're gonna find gold.
We got a 1/2 from Eric. What is up, my friend? OBX picker in the house. You look, see the faith KJ has in her Pittsburgh boys, knowing that we would go to Ohio and conquer. I mean, isn't that what Pittsburgh does?
Dude, just driving out there was so much fun. Me and Anthony were just talking, having fun, laughing. It was a good time, man. It definitely makes me want to like do stuff in the future, like 127 or some of our like RA sourcing trips that we're talking about doing. Like that was just so much fun, just going out and doing stuff like that, getting out of a little bit out of the comfort zone or taking a little bit of a risk and hoping for the best, because that's a lot of the stuff that to make good money you got to take a risk. You know what I mean? If it was easy and no risk involved, then everyone would do it. Everybody, you know what I mean? So me and Anthony, I think we have pretty good knowledge on a lot of different stuff combined, and whenever you're in business doing anything, bouncing stuff off somebody that you trust and especially someone that is also invested in, it's always a good idea, because maybe sometimes something you're looking at you think is you think it might be, but in all grand sense of things, it's a good thing to find if you're in business. If it's a super good friend that you have that is keeps it 100 with you and tells you like, hey, like this is not a good thing to buy, in my opinion. It's always good to have someone like that. So either find someone in your business that you can trust, or isn't invested like you are, or find that person, because it's great. It's great to have.
Eric's asking if we checked out Coin Pushers where we were. No, I would have loved to. We just didn't have any time, because we hung out for a while at lunch, and we did a live pack opening with Simply Dana. And by the time we got to the second unit, which was the original one we were going to clean out, the facility was closing in less than an hour. So we had to like power through getting that stuff out so we can get our $100 deposit back.
Yeah. Then we had like an hour and a half or 2 hour drive to your house.
Yep.
And then we had to kind of go through and move some stuff from my van to your U-Haul, and then we hung out for a quick second, and I had to dip home, and I got home at 11. So it was if we only got the one unit, we could have definitely did like basically a venture out and maybe do a couple other things, but we were so under the gun. We couldn't really do much more than what we did, unless we would have had a hotel or something out there, which
that would be awesome.
As things go.
You know what's crazy? We talk so much trash on like Ohio and the Browns and stuff like that, but I low key love Ohio. I really do. Like I like Ohio as much as I like Pennsylvania. And honestly, I think a lot of it functions much better than Pennsylvania, believe it or not.
Are you really Anthony from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I am. Sorry. But I also like the Cavs, so that that tarnishes my Pittsburgh reputation, doesn't it?
I think we might need to get your temperature. You might be feeling a little.
Hold on, let me check.
A little woozy.
Yeah, I'm hot.
All right, KJ. Did you say you liked Ohio?
I'm sorry, KJ.
No, I'm gonna go out and say this. I definitely like the people that live in Ohio. They were really cool.
You just don't like the people who play sports in Ohio.
Yes.
Although it's confirmed you were a bandwagon Cavaliers fan when LeBron was there.
I was a LeBron fan.
So you liked the Cavs while LeBron was there.
There, yes.
Because let's be honest, the Cavs made LeBron what he is.
No.
Like, he's great and all, but I mean,
LeBron was LeBron before he went to the Cavs. He was dominating any type of sport or anything that he ever touched his hands on.
Yeah, you know why? Because he grew up in Akron, Ohio, watching the dominance of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Dominance? When
He
did they
was
ever dominate?
born and bred for this, man.
When did they ever dominate before?
No, definitely not the orange occasion. It would definitely be. It could be gold and wine and gold for the Cavs, but I still like black and yellow. It's still my favorite color. You see that? It's so blasphemous. StreamYard wouldn't even pull over the orange hearts. Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you for being a friend.
I think I'm feeling sick, guys. I'm gonna have to.
Good, you do, bro.
Might have to here shortly because.
Will it make you feel better knowing that in just 4 short minutes you'll get to see all of the treasure that we found in Ohio?
I mean, I know what's in there, but having the people know is what's going to be awesome.
I know.
There's the link for the junk in the trunk that is coming soon in short 4 minutes.
Exactly. Noreen said early 90s were good for the Cavs. They were. There wasn't that pesky Michael Jeffrey Jordan guy. Cavs may have more than one championship right now.
Let me see if I can find
because
something.
he stuck the dagger in our heart, didn't he, Noreen? Good Lord. Like one of his greatest moments of all time came against the Cavs. I was trying to assess whether or not you froze or you were Nate facing, but then you started to and I was like,
to find something.
You know, it's funny. I was on Mama's channel, I think like Sunday morning. I woke up and she went live. So she said, hey, pop in. So I popped in for a minute and she had the same thing going on. And I was like, Mama, did you freeze? And then I know where she's like, what? And I was like, you just Nate faced me, didn't you? I was like, you invite me on and you Nate face me like that? Yeah, I feel you there, Cajun. And I'm surprised you're saying your Rockets. I thought that you would be my Pelicans type of guy.
That's what was dominance to the Cavs. Michael Jordan making that shot I showed.
You have to. Not only is the dagger in my heart, but Nate just went like this and twisted it.
Oh man, that was awesome. I was a young kid with no beard, maybe some chops.
With no beard.
I had some chops back then because the sideburns were the first thing.
Well, here, you little peach fuzz.
But that I remember that shot, and I was in my living room like.
And you know what I was doing? I was in my living room like.
I mean, if you're a Cavs fan, that's probably what you do all the time. So, other than the one championship, I guess.
It was a beautiful moment, man. I'm telling you, like literally, that is like one of the best moments in sports history for me. The brilliance of the Cleveland Cavaliers to come back.
So that has beaten out of 6 Lombardi.
Definitely not. I mean, dude, I have a Steelers tattoo, bro. I branded myself with the Steelers.
You just said that was the greatest sports moment for you. That's 6.
One of the greatest sports moments.
Oh man.
One of the greatest.
Oh man, guys.
For me, the sweetest, and it's not even the best, right? But the sweetest is Super Bowl 40. XL, because that was the first win the Steelers had in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a man, but I cried. I cried when my Steelers won, and I was alive to witness it. It was tears of joy. So anyway, my premiere is getting ready to start in 1 minute, and I would love for you guys to come join me. And I also want to let you know that tomorrow we will be on my channel for the show. I think moving forward, we're going to set a regular schedule so it's easier for you guys to know where we're at. I'm going to be doing Tuesdays and Thursdays from now on, guys. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday are going to be on Nate's channel.
And for anyone that wants to maybe possibly be a guest person on the show and run the show with me on Fridays while Anthony isn't in town because he might be at the occasional flea market, hit me up. We'll see if we can get something set up. And we're out of here. We'll see you at the premiere.
Come on over.
Peace.